Good evening. Greetings and salutations, YouTube. This is Fragments of Memory, aka your friendly neighborhood friendly armchair philosopher. Now, we, as black people, those of us born here in the United States of America, born and educated that is, are constantly looking for validation. The American born, American educated black man and woman have been collectively rejected by the dominant culture at large. We have been rejected by the dominant culture at large. Yet, we still long for and we still crave that validation. So we seek it wherever we may find it. You may see this in many posts such as divest from Blackistan, or you might see this in posts as where the white women at? So you'll see things like that, but really it's a matter of us rejecting one another. Remember that human beings are social creatures. No matter how much we protest that fact, we are social creatures and we desire communion, fellowship, and a common bond. And amongst black people, as I observe it here on YouTube and in real life, that although we have rejected one another, we still crave one another's acceptance and validation. To be invalidated is to be nullified, to be made into a non-entity, an untouchable and undesirable. Black people we seem now, and this is just from my own personal observation, to be at the bottom of everything economically, socially, etc., as far as this United States society is concerned. And this has contributed to our collective low self-esteem. And many of us are lashing out because of it. We see other groups prospering in this country. Now, again, this is not to bash other groups. I want to provide you with that little caveat. This is not about dumping on white folks. This ain't about dumping on Arabs or Indians or Vietnamese or Chinese or Japanese or Korean or whatever. It's just that we crave that acceptance, that validation. And of course, that validation can only come from amongst one another. But many of us are still very upset about how we feel the other party has wronged us. So many of us want the other side to act right. And none of us wants to make the first move in fixing the issue. Everybody clings to just being right and holding the high ground even when we have nothing to stand it on. That's just how I look at it. Now, again, we all crave validation. I don't care who you are as a human being. We all crave and desire and want validation. A woman wants her beauty validated. A man wants his masculinity validated. And when we don't get it, we sometimes do and resort to some ugly actions. That's just how I see it. Just like in this YouTube video about the white woman that dissed the brothers who were in her inbox that were trying to disparage the black women. Well, the reality is that, like I said, I grew up with the rhetoric of Negroes ain't shit. So unfortunately, many of us are feeling some kind of way about that. We're kind of butthurt about that. And many sisters hear the bad stuff being, directed at them online, and we're all just airing out our dirty laundry before the world. And in reality, it's all about feeling rejected and wanting and craving and desiring this thing known as validation. That's my 2 cents on it. What do you guys think? Peace. And leave your comments and or response videos. Peace.